Episode 8 of the Amazing Digital Circus is about to flip the entire series on its head, and I can prove it with one question. What if abstraction was never meant to be permanent? Stay with me here, because what I'm about to show you isn't just wishful thinking. It's backed by evidence hiding in plain sight since episode 1. Look, I get it. When a character abstracts in the digital circus, it feels final. Tragic. Game over. But here's what's been bothering me for months. Why would the writers invest so much time building backstories for characters who only exist to disappear? Why give Ribbit a voice actor? Why make Kaufmo central to Jax's past? Why show us Queenie's relationship with Kinger in such heartbreaking detail? Unless they're planning something bigger. Let's talk about what abstraction actually is, because I think we've been looking at it wrong this whole time. Every character in the digital circus exists as data. Code, essentially. When someone abstracts, their code corrupts. They become glitchy, broken, dangerous. But here's the thing about corrupted data. It doesn't vanish. It's still there, just scrambled. Think of it like a crashed computer file. The information exists somewhere in the system. It's just unreadable in its current state. But what if you had someone who knew how to rebuild that file from the fragments? Now here's where it gets interesting. We've been watching Caine, the AI running this entire circus, become increasingly unstable. His glitches aren't just getting more frequent, they're getting more severe. In episode 6, he completely lost track of Gummigoo's existence. In episode 7, he created an entire adventure with holes in the logic that even he couldn't explain. The system is failing, and when systems fail, they create opportunities. But here's the real kicker. Caine isn't the only one who understands how this place works. There's someone else, someone who's been quietly observing, learning, and planning for years. Episode 7 changed everything we thought we knew about Kinger. For 6 episodes, he seemed confused, fragile, barely hanging on to reality. Then suddenly, we learn he was one of the original developers of the digital circus, not just a victim, a creator. And here's what clicked for me. Kinger has been playing the long game. Think about it. When you're trapped in a system you helped build, what's your best survival strategy? You don't reveal your hand. You observe. You learn how the system has changed since you've been inside it. You watch Caine's patterns, note every glitch, catalog every system vulnerability. Kinger's apparent confusion might have been the smartest move anyone's made in this circus. While everyone else was panicking or trying to escape through brute force, he was gathering intelligence. And now, he doesn't need darkness anymore to think clearly. His mind is sharp. He remembers his wife, his past, his expertise. He's been waiting for the right moment. And I think that moment is episode 8. Because here's what nobody's talking about. Kinger isn't the only developer trapped in the digital circus. He's just the only one still in human form. So who am I talking about specifically? 4 characters: Queenie, Kaufmo, Ribbit, and Scratch. And before you say they're abstracted, there's no coming back from that, hear me out on why each of these characters makes perfect sense to return. Queenie is Kinger's wife. Her return would be deeply personal, yes, but it's also strategic. She was a developer too. She understood different aspects of the system than Kinger did. In software development, complex projects are always divided among specialists. Kinger might know the consciousness transfer protocols, but Queenie might have handled the abstraction prevention systems or the exit mechanics. Kaufmo is Jax's connection to the past. We know he was obsessed with finding an exit. His room was basically a conspiracy theorist's dream, covered with notes and theories. That's not random decoration. That's a character who was actively reverse engineering their prison. If his consciousness could be restored, he'd bring years of research with him. Ribbit is the mystery piece. Here's what we know. They hired a dedicated voice actor for this character. They've confirmed Ribbit has substantial backstory. You don't invest resources like that for flashback filler. This character matters to the endgame, which means they're coming back in some capacity. Scratch is the wild card, allegedly the first person to abstract decades ago. If abstraction has been happening since the 90s, and Scratch has somehow persisted in some form, maybe as Abel from episode 7, maybe in another way, his knowledge would be invaluable. He's seen the system at its earliest stage. He knows things nobody else could. But here's the genius of this theory. Individually, none of them could escape. They each tried and failed. But together, combining their specialized knowledge, that's a different game entirely. All right, let's get into the mechanics of how this could actually happen, because I don't think the writers would bring characters back through magic or plot convenience. There needs to be a logical path, and I think I've found it. We know 3 critical facts. The system is glitching more frequently. Kinger has developer-level knowledge. Darkness seems to calm abstracted creatures. What if these 3 elements combine during a major system failure in Episode 8? Picture this. Caine glitches so severely that the cellar's containment systems fail. The abstracted entities break loose, chaos erupts, and in the midst of that chaos, Kinger recognizes something. A pattern in the glitches that creates a window of opportunity. Using his knowledge of the system's architecture, he realizes he can access the corrupted character data. He finds the backup files, because of course, there would be backups in a system designed by developers who knew they might need them. And with the system in flux, with Caine distracted or temporarily offline, Kinger initiates a restoration protocol. It wouldn't be instant, it wouldn't be clean, but gradually the abstracted forms of these 4 characters begin to stabilize. Their code reconstructs, their consciousness returns. And suddenly, for the first time in years, the original development team is back together. This is what Episode 8 needs to accomplish. Raise the stakes while introducing new information that reframes the entire series. A mass restoration event does both. Think about the storytelling possibilities. Pomni, who's still relatively new, would suddenly be learning from the people who built her prison. The clash between "I just want to survive" and "I understand how to break this" would create incredible dramatic tension. Jax would finally confront his past with Kaufmo. We'd see a vulnerable side of him we've never witnessed. Kinger would be reunited with Queenie, getting his personal closure while also gaining a crucial ally in the escape plan. But more importantly, it transforms the narrative from "we're trapped and doomed" to "we might actually have a shot at getting out." That hope, that possibility, raises the emotional stakes exponentially. Every decision matters more when escape is genuinely on the table. And narratively, it's perfect setup for Episode 9. You now have a team with the knowledge, motivation, and technical expertise to attempt something nobody's successfully done before. The finale wouldn't just be about surviving, it'd be about breaking free. Here's why I'm so confident about this theory. The Amazing Digital Circus doesn't do anything casually. Every detail matters. Every background element serves a purpose. They've been showing us system instability for episodes. They've been building Kinger's character toward a revelation. They've been investing in abstracted characters' backstories. They've been establishing that darkness affects abstraction. They've shown us that Caine has limitations. All of these elements point toward restoration being possible. The question was never if, but when and how. So here's my prediction. Episode 8 will feature a catastrophic system failure that allows Kinger to restore 4 key characters. Episode 9 will then be about this reunited team attempting the first real coordinated escape effort. Will it work? Will everyone make it out? Will there be consequences for manipulating the system? Those are questions for the finale. But I genuinely believe we're about to see abstraction revealed as a reversible process, and that changes everything. What do you think? Does this theory track with what you've been noticing in the series? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear which character you think will be most important if they come back. Or if you think I'm completely off base. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that subscribe button because I've got more Digital Circus theories coming that are going to blind, including my take on what the final episode might reveal about the real world. Hit the like button if this got you excited for Episode 8 and share this with your Digital Circus obsessed friends. Let's see if this prediction lands when the episode drops. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next theory.